Hi, my name is Jamie Perkunis, and I'm going to talk to you about a few releases you can do for your neck, your shoulders, and also your diaphragm. So we'll start with using our left hand into your right meaty part of your neck. So this is the upper trap area. So you're going to dig your fingers into the opposite shoulder and allow the shoulder that you're using to release to rest away from your ears. So you're not up here. So allow your shoulder to relax and just dig your fingers down and then move your arm and maybe swing your arm around. So this can be done for about a minute. We're just going to do just a few breaths here and we'll go to the other side. So if you find this technique to be helpful, this can be something you can do throughout the day, particularly if you're working at the desk, driving for long periods of time, and breathe deeply in and out through your nose. And then we'll go ahead and release and switch to the other side. So you do your right hand to your left shoulder, dig down, and then move your arm around. So notice the tendency for the muscle underneath your fingertips to want to move away. Maybe it's a little tender too. So can you keep your breath calm and deep? Can you allow this area to relax? Maybe even move your arm in a circle if your shoulder feels okay with that. You can change the circle into the opposite direction. Keep reaching up to the top of your head and relax your jaw. And then go ahead and release. And then you're going to take your left hand this time, we're going to release the pec muscle. So there's two muscles in the pec. There's the pec major and there's the pec minor. So we're just going to get to just this general area that tends to get congested when we're typing at the computer or driving in our car. Hugging people would be too much. That's an option too. So you're going to take your left hand to the front of your right shoulder and more on the rib cage. So if you're wearing a sports bra or a tank top, it's a great reference point. So you're just going to come right by the strap, the narrowing of that area. And you're going to just dig your fingers down. You'll probably find some tender spots, and these are usually called trigger points. And so these techniques are like mini massages for yourself. So if you're going to a massage therapist, they'll be really happy that you're helping them out by releasing these muscles. So for this one, you're just going to keep your arm lower. So when the arm starts to get above the shoulder, that pec muscle tends to really slip away. So can you keep pressing in, breathing, calmly, deeply moving your arm around. Good. And then we'll try on the other side. So take your right hand to the front of your left shoulder, more front of the rib cage, and then move your arm around. Keep breathing calmly and deeply. Relax your jaw. Consider too, if you're noticing your fingernails are long and they're digging in, maybe consider cutting your fingernails before doing this. Keep breathing. Let your arm that's swinging be pretty restful, so you're not using a lot of muscles here. You're just allowing the arm to just kind of swing back and forth. The effort here is in the hand, that's the fingertips that are digging into the muscle. All right, and then release. So the next one we're going to do, I'm going to show you seated, but we're going to do it laying down. So your hands will come to the top of your ribs, and your fingertips will come right on the edge of your ribs. So what we're going to do when you lay down is as you inhale, your fingers are going to move, just kind of rest on your belly. And then as you exhale, the fingers are going to move underneath the ribs, just underneath that edge, and you're going to grab a hold. And underneath here is the diaphragm. So what we'll do is we'll have you rest on your back. And your palms of your hands will come to the top, right, of your ribs, and then your fingertips are going to come right along the edge. And as you inhale, feel that the ribs expand, the belly expands. This is your diaphragm contracting. And then as you exhale, just follow the belly down, maybe you can follow the diaphragm underneath, and then just grab a hold of the ribs. So you're going to want to stay on the right and left side of the sternum. So the center of the ribs. So you're just going to have the hands on the right and left side just below the breast. You might notice some tightness, maybe even difficulty on one side than the other. If anything feels uncomfortable at any point, please consider just resting your hands on this area without doing anything, without causing any pressure or anything. So do this one more time. The intention here is to try to bring more attention to the diaphragm to allow you to breathe more with your diaphragm into the belly, which will help release tension in the neck and the shoulders. So the last thing we're going to do is take your block, just a light block, and place it on top of your belly, so between your rib cage and your pelvis, and it's going to be right by your belly button. Your arms can come out to your sides, palms rotate up towards the ceiling, and then as you inhale, can you breathe and expand your belly so much so that the block raises up. And then as you exhale, can the block slowly come down? Allow your belly to expand. Allow your jaw to relax. Let your head rest. Shoulders rest back towards the ground. Try to keep the breath smooth, slow from the beginning to the end. You can also do this with your legs straight. If you don't have a block, you can always take your hands on your belly and use your hands like a block. So setting a block or your hands on your belly just gives you some feedback to assure that the breath is moving all the way into the belly. One more breath. And then slowly roll over onto your side. And let your head stay heavy as you use your arms to sit yourself back up. And then notice how your neck and shoulders feels right now. Observe if you can breathe into your belly in a seated position. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.